I would like to show you how you can use GembaOne to create logging data. This could be process data from a test or a performance validation, or it could be data during an installation and commissioning period. In GembaOne you have two different ways of doing this. You can do it using the task list, or you could do it using the file archive where you actually upload your own spreadsheet with your data. Now let's first have a look at how you can do it in the task list. Open up the task list, create a new task, call it logging commissioning data. We will start Monday and finish here. So now if we jump back to the project front page, we have created a task here. Now this task is only for filling in commissioning data or logging data which we need during commissioning. So it's not really activities in that sense. So here you can write down pressure 1, and under detail you can write for example before startup, after startup, and I don't know, something like this. Now you can choose a specific date, as you know from the checkpoints, if this has to be done at a certain point in the project, or you can simply choose the last day of the task of the logging data task. And in this way you can continue to build all your logging points for this project with details underneath. Okay. And you can sort them as you want to. Now there is even a more easy way to do this, and that is when you have already made or when you already have an idea of what you want to log during commissioning, you can create templates. When you have made a good template here in the project, you can always save the task as a template. Now let's try to take one of the templates we already made. You can select it here, process data log. Again, we start the 12th, create task. Now you see how easy it is actually to get a detailed checklist for process data logging. And underneath each activity, it's also filled out with the details, ready to be filled out. Now you can always access this data again. Even if the project is closed, you can always access the project in GembaOne. Unless that the project is there for maybe some years and you actually want to delete the project on GembaOne, even at that time you can still export the data and save them on a hard drive somewhere. Now let me show you just how you can export the data. Now here in Safari it's already exported now. Open it up. Now this will be the way that the data looks when you have exported them. So it's not directly you can use it, but you have here the headline with pressure 1, and here you have the information from pressure 1. And as you know, in Excel there is a lot of possibilities to divide these in many ways. So maybe you can build from this data, you can build a very nice spreadsheet which gives you the overview you need. But as long as you keep the project in GembaOne, you don't need to export the data because you actually have a perfect overview right here. Okay, this is the way you can use the task list. This would be the way I would prefer to do it because the data is always accessible and you don't have to upload and download any files from the system. It's just here, accessible for everybody. Now let me show you how you use the file archive if you want to have like a spreadsheet for logging data. Let's go to the file archive. So first of all, I will create a folder called data logging, for example. Now go into the folder and upload your spreadsheet. Checklist. Okay, now the checklist is uploaded. Now I want to make some changes. Again, here in Safari, it just downloads the document right away. It doesn't open it. And here I have it. Now I make some changes. I write down the data, which I have just done, and I can do this with my laptop on site without being online, of course. That's an advantage. Yes, and now I'm finished, so I just press save and close down the spreadsheet. Yes. And now I go back to GembaOne and I reload the document. Go in, take the checklist, which is now changed, choose it, and upload it. Now you can see that GembaOne has given the file a new name because there was already a file with the name in the folder. So that means it's actually very easy to identify which file do I have to rename now. So rename this instead of revision 0. Of course, this will be revision 1. Rename. So now it's very easy to see which one is the latest file. So this is pretty much the way you can do it if you have your own spreadsheet and you want to manage it in the file archive. This is the procedure of how to do it. The disadvantage of this way compared to the task list is that the people using it have to maybe have a small instruction of how to do it, and they also need to be structured and remember to upload the file and rename it and so on. If you use the task list, which is built in GembaOne, it's pretty much gives itself how to do it and how to fill it out. Okay, I hope you can use this, and good luck with your project.